Okay, so the other day I was working on this project. As you can see, it's not finished. I'll have a link to the video that I got the inspiration from. And, but yeah, I obviously am not done with this project. But while I was working on this, I was making all these, to make those with. And I grabbed a bunch like this. And a couple of them did something kind of like that, right? And then I looked at it, and I thought, hey, that's kind of neat. And so I put some together. And I just messed it up. But I put some together. I've got only one hand right now, so. And I thought it looked pretty neat, and that it looked like a nice little, either a bow or a flower or a ball if you do it a different way. So I proceeded to make a few, and I will show you. Okay, so the tube is approximately 10 centimeters. Some tubes vary a little bit, but I'm just making marks at each centimeter. Then I'm going to do that again a little further down. Then I'm just going to connect. This is just to give me a rough guideline. They don't have to be perfect. Then I flatten it just a little bit. And then I just use those guidelines to know where to cut. Okay, and then I use those, put them together. Okay, you can decorate it however you want. There are, endless possibilities. But for this one, just quickly, I'm going to put some ribbon on it. You need 4 per. So, you can be more fussy and do a better job, but I'm just going quickly to show you what I'm doing. Do that to all 4. And one more. I think it's okay if there's a little bit of the toilet paper left on it, because I think it's kind of neat. Okay, so you take one of them, put a little bit of glue there in the middle of it, choose a side, and oh, sorry, you couldn't see. Okay. So basically you're making an X, and you're probably going to want to, go slower and do a better job. But this is just a quick demonstration. You put it in the middle, and then choose a side that you want the top to show, and then push it in between. And then once you get here, you could leave it just like this, or you can add one more. This time you're going to put the glue on the top of it. And this gets a bit fiddly and tricky. But anyway, and then you kind of press it. And there you go. So you can either sort of smush it and put that on your gift. You could add one more if you wanted to close that gap there. And if you wanted to, you could add something like that to the middle. Why not? If the glue is still... Okay, so you can glue it so that it stays flat, and that's tricky though to get it under there, but you can flatten it, hold it for a minute or two, and you'll have to do that twice. Okay, my glue, okay, maybe I have to do it more than twice. Right, because, yeah, okay. Pull off all the messy strings. Whoops. And avoid doing what I just did. So basically you're just gluing all the pieces together there in the middle. And there you go. This is either a flower or a gift bow, or both, or yeah. I'm thinking I'd like another one right there. I think I'm gonna do that. Okay, so in this case I'm going to, because it's an afterthought, I'm going to put some glue in the middle and smush it together, and then just attach it this way. Yeah, my glue is really at the end. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so there you go. A flower / gift bow, or even a tree ornament. You can hang it, you could put a string and hang it. So I thought I would show you a few ideas for some gift wraps that are less expensive, or you know, that you probably have what you need on hand to do it. And it's not necessarily Christmas gift wrap, but could be any occasion really. But anyway, so I mean, some of them are pretty Christmassy, but anyway. Okay, so if you have something small like a gift card, you could use book text, and I used Sharpie marker for the red and green stripes, and then I didn't have a white marker, so I just used a colored pencil to make the pattern. And then one of these bows that I've been showing you how to make, and this one had a this one was a bit harder to do because it was hard to punch the hole. Now I do have a crocodile big bite, and that's what I used, but it was hard to fit it under in the gap there. But I mean, it punches the hole, but as you can see here, it was hard to keep it all in the right bunch and to get it at the right place. So I ended up poking a hole with my scissors. But anyway, this was an experimental one, but yeah, just a big brad for the middle, and so this can be a flower or a bow. And so I thought that the craft paperish color would go well with the book text one, so that can be one option. Napkins, why not? I mean, you have napkins that match the occasion, and you know, you can use the napkin to, I just wrapped them quickly to show you. I didn't actually, these are not real gifts. But anyway, yeah, use napkins, because they already have the designs that you can do, and then use one of your homemade bows. Why not use scrapbooking paper, patterned paper? Why not? I mean, I think it works. I think it's great. And then one of your bows. This one, I cut little triangle shapes on the ends of each petal, or whatever you want to call it, and so I thought that was kind of a neat idea. And then this one is painted with acrylic. The red is acrylic, and then the silver trim is a Sharpie marker. I think this one is my favorite one that I made of these kinds. And how about the goldish color is from a bouillon, one of those soup base cube things. That was the wrapper on it, and it was gold, and gold is a good Christmassy color. And then I just wrapped a dryer sheet, and then just some ribbon, and I think that's pretty neat. And then this bow I made with, I just made it the same way that I've been showing you, and then I cut each with a fancy pair of scissors, the edgers. So I think that looks kind of neat and different. And tin foil, I think, is an awesome gift wrap. And you can use, if your gift is small, you can use beads as your bow. And you can also do this. Basically, I crumpled it up, not too tight because then you can't open it up again, but I just crumpled it up a little bit, and then I used one of my blue Stays On ink pad and just went over it just a little bit. Now, if you're going to do this, to avoid doing this to your recipient and to yourself, you want to let it dry before you actually wrap it, and it probably will take a long time to dry. But yeah, to show you, I didn't actually let it dry first. But anyway, and then you can use one of your gift thingies that you've made also on those. this is on a twist tie. You can just, and well, yeah, it's a twist tie, but I cut the paper part off so that I just had a little piece of wire. So if you just had a piece of artist wire, you can just do the same thing. But you can, yeah, you just choose your bead colors and make a little circle, and there you go. And I mean, I didn't make an example for this, but why not? If your gift is small enough to fit in here, or, you know, whatever size your gift is, really, whatever box you're going to put it in, why not alter the box itself, like collage on it or paint on it or whatever? Just do the box itself and then put one of your bows on, and there you go. You're all set. Okay, and so I'll just show you a few of the bows that I made. Bow, flower. Okay, and you can also make these just once you have it at this stage, you just sort of push and make it rounder, and then you can tie a string and you have a little ornament. This is just yarn. The red is acrylic paint, and then the white and green are Sakura Jelly Roll pens. But I mean, you can decorate them any which way you want. You could even use stamps on them. This one is washi tape, or yeah, decorative tape, whatever. You could use duct tape to cover them. This one I sprayed with blue Dilutions, and then the snowflake I just doodled on there with white Sakura Jelly Roll. And so yeah, there you go. You got options. You got ideas here. So this one I messed up pretty badly. But I think it's just that because one of the loops broke, and I tried to put it back on and glue it back on anyway, but anyway, that didn't work out, as you can see. But anyway, if you want to make one like this, but you know, but have it look more like these guys, then I think that you can do it. All I did was wrap, I'll show you, but all I did was wrap yarn around over and over again until it was covered for that. And I think it would look neat. This is the most time-consuming one of them. But yeah, I think it would look neat if it hadn't messed up like that.